Allah, 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 Aziz Allah, 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 Kareem Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, Allah. Allah, 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 Sultan Allah. Ya Rabbi, Anta Sultan. نحن العبيد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. دستور مدد يا سيدي مدد يا رجال الله. مدد يا سلطان الأولين مدد. مدد يا مولانا الشيخ نازل دستور. مدد يا سيدي الكتب متسارف مدد الحق يا صاحب الإمداد. مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني أتيوا الله أتيوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Praise be to Allah Azza wa Jalla that made us to gather, and we are asking from His mighty presence to grant us a gaze of mercy, a gaze of mercy without which there is no possibility for existence. Allah Azza wa Jal created us out of a gesture of love, and He is, we are not. All greatness belongs to Him. All mightiness belongs to Him. All attributes that humankind can understand about any kind of elevation belong to Him. And yet, we are standing our nose up in pretension, thinking of ourselves to be something. Because Allah Azza wa Jal, in the honor that He granted us, He made us to be also manifested with attributes that are linked to His attributes. So humankind into His character can have mercy, can have generosity, can have peacefulness, can have patience. Humankind can have care and can have greatness and supremacy into His character. But that character also has a terrible shadow that stands in a state that when we comprehend the greatness of the Lord of creation, and we are seeing how humankind can be pretentious, zealous, like we are. Sometimes we are wondering how like Karun was walking like the big rich people of today, accumulating so much, and because of that, thinking himself to be something. Allah Azza wa Jal didn't even allow anyone to touch him. He said to the earth, swallow that one. And the earth opened and swallowed him. And for some others, the sky fell on their head. If we're looking the story of Qawm Lut, that we are forgetting, especially today into our modern time, how Allah Azza wa Jal was displeased and suddenly He ordered the angels, say, end this tragedy. So they went around two of the city. No one can come in, no one can go out. And Allah Azza wa Jal sent Sayyidina Jibril quickly to take Sayyidina Lut alayhi salam to go out of the city. Allah Azza wa Jal is Almighty. He is Allah. Allahu Akbar. And we are but illusionary shadows. Yet, there is a kibr in human being. There is a pride in us standing and not aware of our nothingness and aware of His mightiness. If we were going to be aware, like Prophet ﷺ said, if you knew what I know, he was speaking to the holy companions, he said, if you knew what I knew, you will not be able to laugh anymore and to be cheerful like you were. Instead of that, you will be crying. Your whole body will be trembling. You will be in a state that there is a strong fearfulness in you, a level of taqwa that even a single breath cannot be unconscious. That's why Grand Sheikh, Sayyidina Sheikh Abdullah Faiz al-Dagestani, he used to say, show me a place where there is not the manifestation of Allah, and I will run and hide myself because of this divine haiba, this divine majesty. That unfortunately we are not aware of, because our hearts are sealed, our hearts are veiled. Every holy one, always they spoke about that tremendous state of the servant that built yaqeen, he built certainty in himself. He built awareness of in himself. Allah Azza wa Jal when He allowed the servant to build that awareness about his Lord, then he is going to migrate from a common state, from state of the one that surrender, Muslim, from the state that the one that believe, mu'min, is going to migrate to that state of ihsan. The state of ihsan, the state of spiritual achievement and excellence that Allah Azza wa Jal, when Prophet ﷺ described that state, he described it that the servant will be living as if he is seeing his Lord. How we would be if we were in that presence, seeing our Lord Almighty, mean in the presence of feeling His mightiness. Obviously, eyes cannot see the Lord of creation, it is not for him to be seen through these eyes, but the eyes of the heart can understand the presence of the Lord. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal said nothing can contain manifestation of the Lord of creation except the heart of the believer, the heart that reach a state of achievement of belief, then he receive that manifestation, that divine tajalli that manifests itself in the heart of the servant. That is an element that is missing today for all of us, for the Ummah, that state of taqwa, that state of piety, but awareness of the mightiness of our Lord Almighty. Rabia al-Adawiyya, she was one of the great lady that walked into the Ummah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She was famous among awliya. So many, they knew her spiritual value because she was raised among the awliya, and in her young age she was living through so many levels of trial and test until she was married. And being married, part of the story says that the husband was not always sober person. Often she would have to go to look for him, find him drunk, bring him, carry and bring him back home, and look after him until he passed out, and then was like that until at some point also he was seeing that something not usual with her. And one time he came and was finding that she is in the room, that he was hearing something happening in the room. And he's seeing from some light coming. So he was wondering what is going on there. He's coming home and some room with her wife that is alone in the house. So he wanted to open the door, but the door was locked. So he insisted. Finally, he was able to break the door and to enter. And he found her like that, surrounded by light, but such an intense level of light that as soon as he saw the light, he fainted. So the next day, he came to her and he said, I think I have to release you, because what I saw last night is beyond me. What I am seeing, that I am not the good one to accompany you. He recognized. Then she agreed and he let her, he free her. And then after that, she was famous because many awliya they were looking for her. They were looking some great scholar that will come and take some knowledge. They will go through time, sometime they will travel through space, but sometime even they will travel through time because awliya Allah opened for them what He wish. And she had, after that, so many proposals for marriage. And she refused all of them. And one time, one of the saints that came and said, why you are asking all these proposals? So she told him, I will ask you a question. If you can answer that question, I might consider marriage with you. She said, when I am going to die and I will meet my Lord Almighty, on which condition I am going to meet Him? Where is going to be the mizan, the scale of my deed? Am I going to be on positive side or negative side? Can you answer to that? And obviously, that one didn't have the knowledge of seeing that far. He said, I cannot. She answered, so I am busy, day and night, worried how this meeting is going to be. Which disposition I am going to meet my Lord. How you want me to have time to look after you and your need? Then he understood. She was not a regular person, obviously. For exceptional person, some exceptional rules. She fulfilled what was required for us, as Sallallahu said, "An-nikah sunnati." The marriage is my sunnah. That's why in Islam we say there is no monasticism to remain single unless it is by not necessity, but constraint. Some people cannot find a husband or cannot find wife. If it is like that, but everyone should be looking for it to fulfill that. Except those that Allah Azza wa Jal have chosen and made them to be disconnected from this world. There are few. Either they are going to be disconnected from this world through their physicality, or they are going to be disconnected from this world through their mind, or they are going to be disconnected from this world through their spirituality. So you have among human beings some that they have a strong physical disability. Because of that, they cannot be married. Some others, they have a mental disability. Because of that, they cannot be married. Others, they have not a disability, but a disconnection from this world, that they fulfill their physical requirements, but they walk on earth and they're faced with their Lord like Ahlul Safa, the people of the bench. Used to be always by the door of Prophet ﷺ on the side of the house. They used to sit there all day. And some of them, their appearances was not attractive because some of the companions, they complained to Prophet ﷺ. Because in Islam, in Sharia, a man that has the physical ability and the mental ability cannot remain idle in the day, has to be working, has to be active, fulfilling what was imposed on the children of Adam alayhi salam. This is part of our requirement and part of our condition to be working 1/3 of the day, every day of our life, until there is no more ability. So some of the companions, they complain. They say, Ya Rasulullah, they are not fulfilling, they are not working, and they are like and they useless ones, like many of us. So Prophet ﷺ said, no, these one, leave them. They are not like others. Leave them and never question them. And they called them Ahlul Safa, the people of the bench, because they were sitting on the bench all day long in contemplation because of a spiritual disconnection from this world. They were in contemplation of their Lord Almighty. When you go to visit Medina Munawwara, they have a place still there. When you are on the back, because we see the front of the door of Prophet ﷺ with the 3 golden gates, 3 doors made of gold. Middle door is Prophet ﷺ. Then on his right side, the other door is who is staying there, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu. And on the left side, the first gate, when you are doing ziyarah that you are going to meet, is empty. It's a place that was kept empty for Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. That show how much Islam has respect for Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. How Islam is seeing him as a key figure that came before Prophet ﷺ and will come after Prophet ﷺ. He will come back for the end of time to carry the flag of truth and to annihilate every darkness and to open an era of light and beauty. So we are used to see that part of the Rawdah, of visiting Prophet ﷺ. But the back of the place where Prophet ﷺ is now, we pass in the front of but on the back, there is a small line like that. That's where the people of Ahlul Safa used to stay. So when we go for visiting in Hajj or in Umrah, we used to try to go and sit there. As Maulana Sheikh, he showed us. And one time we were in the Hajj with Sheikh Adnan, and he spent the whole day there, sitting. He will come at Dhuhr time and will stay all the afternoon, sitting, making dhikr, reading dua, reading Quran, sitting. And after Asr time, they will go back for food, and they will come for before Maghrib, and they will stay from Maghrib to Isha until a little bit late, and then he will go back. And then in the time of Fajr, he will also come. In those days, it was still you can find the space to go there. We used to go and sit there. Now, Allahu Akbar. So many people. So many people. You are wondering how in short period of time, only 10, 15 years ago, you could access. We used to be able to access even the Rawda. You were able to sneak in, you stay a little bit, and then after you go out. Now, 4 or 5 years ago, there was no way, unless you are going to fight or you come 2 hours before that you can enter Rawda. So many people. And when they come, they enter and they stay. And you wait, impossible for you. Until this COVID came and it changed all the rules. Now they put control, the list. You have to book, and I think every 6 months you are authorized to come one time. Not more. Which is okay. Because it gives the chance to everyone to go and to visit and to enter that Riyadh al-Jannah, this part of paradise. It was Prophet ﷺ said, member between his member and his grave is going to be like a piece, Riyadh al-Jannah, a piece of a garden of paradise. So everyone is trying to enter. But Maulana Sheikh Hisham, he never tried to fight to enter. He say he didn't limit in the little square when he say between the mihrab and the grave, because they limited the size of the house. It's just this little part. And in the old days, you could see because the carpet was green, all the rest of the masjid was red. Now they put the carpet everywhere, it's green now. But anyhow, he said he didn't limit, he said it's between these two, but he said he didn't say how far it goes behind. So he used to sit behind, he said still this is in between the two. This is wisdom of awliya. Because we are looking for blessing and barakah. And going into such holy places, looking for the blessing and the barakah, when there is too many people, you always have to fight a little bit. And you are seeing some people really fighting. Because for them, this is one chance in the lifetime. They want to touch the Kaaba or the Black Stone, or they want to enter, and so it's fighting. But it goes against the spirit of Hajj, spirit of Umrah, is something like when you are coming to the masjid, or you are coming to the salat, or you are coming to the khutbah. Every of these major meeting with Allah Azza wa Jal has to be done with serenity. When you are coming to the masjid, every one of us, we are late, so we run. We take, and then we get upset when there is someone that doesn't drive fast, because we are going to the masjid and we are always late. Same thing when we are coming to the prayer, always coming last minute, we run, we come, we enter. Even that the salat started, when you enter the masjid, you always have to do it peacefully, very quietly, without any rush. You catch, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, what you can catch. So this is for Salah or for khutbah. What about Hajj and Umrah? Every process should be done in peacefulness, in a state of easy ways. But due to the concentration of people, so many people. So now you have to run, you have to fight, you have to this, you have to that. So we went with Maulana Sheikh Hisham for Hajj, and he used to say, don't rush. Even if you are not going to get in the front line, you intend to be there, Allah will give it to you. Allah is just. You came all this way for Hajj, you came all this way for Umrah, and sometime we are going to see you cannot access. Sometimes they block you. They block you. Fajr is finished in Masjid Nabawi. Munawwara, they close. Everyone has to go out. I feel sad, but it is like that, never mind. So one time, Maulana Sheikh Nazim Qadassalam Sirr, he was going to Hajj. In his lifetime, he made Hajj maybe 22 times. Before the Saudi government banned him from Saudi. Because he went to Hajj one time, and wherever he will go, from Hakika to Jazba, from the power of attraction that he had, people will come to him. A lot of people will come around him and gather around him. So one time he was sitting, so the Khabarat, they came, they say, who are you? Who are these people? Why they are following you? We have been seeing that everywhere you go, people follow you. They didn't like that sheikhs, they come and they say, I don't know them. Ask them. I came here for, I don't know. They say, no. You are one of these sheikhs. And they banned him. After 22 years time going to Hajj, they banned him from entering Hijaz. So one of these Hajj, he was with Grand Sheikh, Sayyidina Sheikh Abdullah Faiz al-Bagistani. And he said we were making the tawaf. And as we were making the tawaf, and imagine in those days was sometime maybe in the 60s, or I don't know when. There was not, already at that time, compared to now, there was not that many people. But still for them was a lot of people. So people were going in the time of Hajj, making tawaf, and everyone pushing. And Grand Sheikh told him, Nazim Effendi, look up. And he opened to me a seeing, and I look up, and I saw around the Kaaba, above everyone, I was seeing another group of people. And there were not many people, few of them, and they were making their tawaf quietly, very peacefully. But no one was seeing it. The Grand Sheikh opened for me that vision. He said, look. And I was seeing these people. He said, these people of the Diwan, that Allah opened for them. So this is how awliya, they show us. Behind any appearances, there is another reality. Behind anything that you are going to see, there is another level. But today, we are not believing anymore. Allah Azza wa Jal asks us, Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu amanu. Who believe, do believe. If you are writing yourself as a believer and you believe that you have believe, no, we are going to say we believe in. I was saying earlier, what is we can handle, we can comprehend, we can hold. We are believing in the United Nations and their action. We are believing into Elon Musk and his science. We are believing because we see. We are believing that it is through our effort that we are going to solve all the issue of this world. And we are forgetting that all power belongs to Allah. We are forgetting that almightiness belongs to Allah. We are forgetting that Allah Azza wa Jal may give the weakest creature the power to swallow the whole world. And Allah Azza wa Jal giving us hint, making Sayyidina Rad, the angel that manage all the thunder and all the lightnings on earth. Not only those you see, those you don't see. Because those you see are those that are close to one. When you go higher in stratosphere, sometimes the lightning, they say it is 1,000 times more powerful than on earth. Say one angel responsible for that, for the whole lightning on earth. He is not bigger than a thumb. His size. Allah Azza wa Jal showing. We believe in science. We are going to say, oh, look now, this computer chip, so teeny, millions, hundreds of millions of transistors inside. Now we are believing because we are seeing this computer. But if they tell us before, a small angel can manage all this, we say, we are making some doubt how this is possible. This is figurative. Because we are Ahlul Dunya. Our logic is materiality. So when we believe that all greatness belongs to Allah and He can do what He likes. He can change everything into an instant. If He is going to rescue you, there is no created force that can take you down. But if He is going to take you down, there is no created power that can rescue you. This is our belief in Allah. So it is a reminder for us that our condition is very daif, is weak. But we forget to build awareness of our Lord. And we are letting this weak state to be standing like Pharaoh. That's how we should be feeling. We have the pretension of Pharaoh. We have the behavior of Pharaoh. We have all the way. Although we are putting the outfit of Muslim in our look or into our behavior, but into our character. As people of today, we have this hidden state into our heart. Because if we were really not like that, the world will be turning in a different way. How many Muslims today? More than 2 billion. Prophet ﷺ said, wherever 10 believers, 10,000 believers, 12,000 believers will gather, no power can defeat them. We are not 12,000. We are not 124,000, not 1.2 million, not 12 million, not 120 million, not 1.2 billion. We are more than 2 billion. How come this so desperate state? so desperate state for Muslim, so much tyranny, so much oppression, so much humiliation, because we turn away from Allah in spite of what we say, saying it with the tongue, but not a state of heart, and not our belief doesn't come out through our action. We are going to be called, either we are going to be called kadhab, we are going to be called liars, or we are going to be called munafiqun, because we claim something that is not a reality inside. And Allah Azza wa Jal warned us, Prophet ﷺ warned us, they will come on the day of judgment with their amal in front of their Lord. Some will come, oh, this is our prayers. And Allah Azza wa Jal will say, liars, drag them on their face and take them away from here. They pray, so people will say they were praying. Other will come, Ya Rabbi, we fasted for you. Say, liars. Drag them on their face and take them away from my presence. Other will come, Ya Rabbi, we fought fi sabilillah. Liars. This description, when we are reading it, we should always be worried. Instead of being worried, what we say, this is this one and this one and this one, not us. We never believe it's for us. No, say it's for you. Most terrible enemy is inside. That's why, and we finish with this, that when we are into this month of Rajab Shahrullah, we have a dua that we read in the Fajr time, for those that can remember that Fajr has to be prayed on his time, or those that can remember also that we have special awrad. That dua that Grand Sheikh gave us, Maulana Sheikh Nazim used to tell us, read it in the time of Fajr. What it states? It states, Ya Rabbi, if you have two doors for your servant to come, one for the believer and one for the unbeliever, I am entering and I am certifying that I can only enter through the door of unbelievers. Because if I look myself, I don't see that I don't see this should be a believer. I am seeing so many defects, so many mistakes, so many incoherence, so many distance from what is divine standard. That's why Sayyidina Ali, Karamallah Wajh, Allah illuminate his faith, holy faith. He said, I didn't find something more painful than Holy Quran. They say, how you can say like that? Then he said, because when you will dive in Quran, you will describe a great reality. And you will understand what Allah meant for greatness and what He wished for you from that greatness. Because the whole Quran is the conduct of behavior. Then you will look into yourself and you will understand that you are not eligible for it. You will see, if you are sincere, that what Allah described about the good servant, when He described about the people of belief, the people of taqwa, when He described about the people of furqan, how they are behaving, how they are walking, how they are speaking, how you see that it's not you. And He said that is something that is so much painful for the servant. Once you discover it, then that you are not eligible for the standard. But we are thinking we are eligible. May Allah forgive us, grant us from His hidayah, from His heavenly guidance. Make us to be always under Allah, divine satisfaction, divine rida, and rida of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And may He make us to be under gaze of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, under the good care and the gaze of our mashaykh, and in spite of our will.